signs. So you know what this means? This is for my Geminis. This is for my Libras. This is for my Aquariuses. This is a reading for the next 48 hours. You know how we like to do over here. We like to get started. So we're just gonna jump right in with the signs and synchronicities as per usual. What signs and synchronicities should my air signs look out for in the next 48 hours? Butterfly. I like that. You guys are going through a transformation and it's for the better. Imagine being a little wormy thing. And then you go into this cocoon because you're in. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a call come through, but butterfly came out. Now, imagine you're this little wormy thing, right? And your intuition is telling you, like, we got to eat as much as we can because we got to prepare for something big, right? So you just do it. You eating everything you can. And then imagine, like, your intuition is telling you, like, you need to spin this web, like, around yourself, around this stick. And then you just do it because you are trying to align with your higher self. So you're listening to your intuition. And then after you do everything the spirit called you to do, you go through the most excruciating pain. Because imagine a caterpillar completely turns into liquid, it liquefies inside of that cocoon. Imagine you go through the most excruciating pain ever. And you think to yourself, I don't know if I was truly following my intuition because I don't think I would wish this fate on anyone. This is the worst thing I've ever endured. I don't even think if I'm going to make it out of this alive. But not only do you make it out of this alive, but you come out bigger and better than ever. And you're not this little wormy thing anymore. You got wings, you can fly, you're beautiful. You're so beautiful that now your only thing is you attracting darkness to you, where people want to capture you just so that they can gaze upon your beauty for now and all of eternity. I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious. I don't know why I just did all of that for y'all for this butterfly card. Maybe it's to encourage y'all. Maybe y'all are in the cocoon process and you're starting to doubt because you're like, what WTF? Like, what is this? All right, liquid courage. Oh, and glow up. Look at that. See what I'm trying to say? Spirit is, look at what Spirit said. And period. We're glowing up. Spirit is trying to remind you, like, yes, this is uncomfortable, but that's a part of the glow up. I know you guys like watch little movies or something where people use that phrase, beauty hurts. Hi, everybody. Uh oh. Okay, I'm going to do this again because more than one came out. Promotion. See? Y'all getting such like elevating cards. Y'all are getting like cards that are in like indicating that there's some elevation that is about to take place in your life. You got glow up, you got butterfly, and then you got promotion. Like I just said, the butterfly is about a transformation. It's a deep transformation. It comes from the inside and it manifests itself on the outside. This is something that takes place inside of you and it manifests itself on the outside of you to reveal a bigger and better you, to reveal the change that happened inside of you, outside of you. Then you got glow up, which is essentially the same exact thing. You're getting ready to elevate. And then you got promotion, more elevation. All right, then you got public assistance. So some of you guys might be collaborating with someone on something, some kind of project. There's somebody in your energy that is going to assist you on your journey. Just when you think you don't know which way to turn or where to go next, somebody is going to come along and they're going to show you the way. And I'm hearing that you're going to show them the way as well. Let's do, I'm interested to see what the career oracles would say after so many cards about ascending. Here before you move on. You will get insights into what work will serve your needs. That's spiritual work. So this is kind of saying the same exact thing, especially the message I was getting in the beginning. Hi, Kayla Libby. So this is talking about an inner transformation. This is about going deep within and healing the things that needs to be healed. When we go deep within to heal those things, we have to call on the Most High, because that's where all of our guidance comes from, especially when it comes to this kind of thing. So the glow up is coming and you will emerge as a butterfly. But right now, you might be in that uncomfortable phase of doing the hard work. Doing the hard work. So the thing that's going to assist you most right now is prayer. And for those that don't believe that prayer works, it really does. Okay? If Now I know not everybody has a Christian background, but I have a Christian background. And so sometimes I will reference scripture. And scripture says, if you seek, then it shall be revealed to you. Prickly situation. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. This was a word not just for y'all, but for me. Ashe. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Spirit. This is a prickly situation. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. This is like a recurring message because we were just talking about how difficult it can be when you're in that cocoon phase. The caterpillar experiences something excruciating inside of that cocoon. It literally liquefies before it turns into the butterfly. It literally turns to liquid inside of there. It's a long and gruesome process. But once it's over, they're not crawling on the ground like a lowly creature anymore. They're flying. They're beautiful. They have beautiful colors. Their colors trick their enemies. The designs on their wings trick their enemies. Whereas when they were just a caterpillar, a bird could see them all the way up in the sky and come fly down and grab them because they look like any other bug. Hi, Miss Sack Jones. All right. Rewards. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. So many words of encouragement. So it's giving me that you might be at that phase, like I was saying, where like, imagine this caterpillar is following its intuition. It's listening to the Most High. It's going deep within. It's being ushered, caution, eat as much as you possibly can, because spirit knows that it's about to go into this cocoon. And it's like, okay, I'm going to eat everything that I can. The Spirit said, Lord said I should eat, so I'm finna eat. Then spirit is like, now wrap a web around yourself to this stick. And then you do it. And then once you're in this cocoon, the most excruciating thing happens to you. And I could see the little caterpillar losing faith. And that's what happens with most of us when we're going through these deep transformations. We follow, we start questioning, like, was that, maybe I misheard, you know what I'm saying? This can't possibly be what God wanted for me. This couldn't possibly be it. This feels horrible, you know what I'm saying? But that's because you're being prepared for something great, for something grand. We're talking butterfly status. We're talking glow up status. We're talking about something that not everybody gets to experience. So, yes, sometimes we have to go through things that people don't normally go through. And you've got what it takes to make it through it, because God wouldn't put you to it if you couldn't get through it. All right, we're going to move over to my other oracles. All right, mistakes. All right, perspective. Some of you guys need to change your perspective. You got to change your perspective. Better off having this clear head space. There are some things that you need to move away from in order to help you change your perspective. You know, when I was coming up, I'm from a little town called Park Forest. Um, and my cousins used to say stuff like, I just hope we don't end up living here for the rest of our lives. And some of them didn't. I mean, most of us didn't. We moved away. You get what I'm saying? But the main reason for why we felt like that was because our parents were there. My parents met there. That's where my parents met. And so it's the idea that we won't really grow. We won't really change. We won't really change our view on life, because if we stay here, we won't expand our territory. We won't expand our way of thinking. We won't experience other cultures. Because believe it or not, from city to city and state to state, people do things differently. And we can benefit from the way that other people operate if we give ourselves an opportunity to immerse ourselves in their culture. People in the South, they don't live like people up here in the North. I got family from the South, so I know. When it's time to have family reunions and we get around each other, we all talk different. You know what I'm saying? We have our own lingo, our own food. All right. And then you have memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. Oh, so some of you guys realize that there's a change that's got to happen within you. And so that means it might affect your outside world. It might affect the people that you hang around. It might affect the things that you do for work. It might affect the hobbies that you partake in. It might affect your recreational activities. You might have to say goodbye to that. You know, depending on what your goal is, what it is you're trying to achieve, certain sacrifices are necessary. And a lot of you guys are aware that the sacrifices are necessary, and you're already kind of reminiscent on that time period in your life where you were able to indulge in this or indulge in that. And you're realizing, yeah, if I want a husband, I can't be out here like that. I got to conduct myself in a way that's going to attract the type of man that reflects my behavior. I realize that my behavior reflects the type of man that I attract. If I want to make more money, I'm either going to have to pick up a skill.
Hey, I just want to let you know, they was trying to break in your car.
Who?
I don't know who they is. They broke in there. I remember I'm in that white truck. I usually park right here,
Mm.
and I had asked the landlord to run the cameras back, and she showed me where they came. I guess from
Did they
that
show what
way.
they look like?
They look kind of Mexican to me. So my phone all fucked up, but you see, they was at the white truck, and they pulling on your door. Then they went on around to my truck. Then they in my truck. So
They got in your truck?
He was like, he went to get groceries. He was like, I forgot to lock the door. She was like, did they take anything? I said, yeah. They didn't take like none of
Nothing
my important
valuable.
stuff. They just stole the money that was
You
in
know, I
it.
got an alarm on my car, so I'm surprised.
That's why I asked him. I was like, I didn't even hear that. He was like, I might have forgot to put the alarm on it. I don't know.
I'm gonna make sure I put my alarm
Yeah, that's why
on.
I was like, she's sitting in her truck. I said, let me go let her know to make sure she locked her truck because they was pulling on her damn door. They show was like right here at the back of your truck.
I see him.
I was like,
Thank you for letting me know.
you welcome.
All right. Divine protection, Ashe. Okay, somebody was trying to break in here, but they ain't get in here. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm sitting in my car in my parking lot, and one of my neighbors seen me down here, and she was like, "Let me let her know somebody tried to break into her truck." Ashe, divine protection. Thank you, Lord. Anyway, divine feminine energy. Okay, so some of you guys are learning how to master your divine feminine energy. So you know, with divine feminine energy, that is about attracting. That's about attracting. And if you guys are learning how to do that, that means that you've spent a significant portion of your life giving and not receiving. And you're finally realizing not only that that's what's going on, but that you're not going to stand for it anymore. And you don't have to. You're tapping into that energy. That energy is sacred. Divine feminine energy is sacred, just like divine masculine energy. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy within them. It took both a man and a woman to create you, not just a man. And even though we live in a man's world, like they like to say, at the end of the day, it is your feminine energy that helps you to attract. If you find yourself giving all the time, you're in your masculine energy, and there's nothing wrong with that. It only becomes a problem when you don't know how to balance the two. Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Okay, y'all are on the right page. You guys are seeing the life that you are wanting to create for yourself. You see it. You fantasize about it. Um, you just got to continue to keep the faith. For those of you all that do energy work, abandon. Okay. I got two messages when that came out. Initially, when that came out, the message that I got was some of you all have been left for dead, literally. The people that were supposed to care about you, the people that were supposed to be there for you, they were not. And if they were, they didn't have any integrity. They didn't care for you the way that they should have. They took advantage of you, in other words. And now the other message I'm getting is that there are things that you guys are about to abandon. There are people that you guys are about to abandon. And some of those people that are getting abandoned are the people that abandoned you, that you've tried to hold on to for dear life. And now you're realizing, like, why am I trying to hold on to somebody that doesn't want to hold on to me? I'm specifically picking up on like some kind of family dynamic, like a mother and a daughter that don't get along, a brother and a sister that don't get along. It could be more than one member of your family. You could feel like the black sheep of the family. And I can see you guys pulling away from anything that doesn't serve you. And if it just so happens to be that that's your father, so be it. If it just so happens to be auntie, uncle, cousin, them, so be it. Because nothing is going to get in between you and your highest good. All right, silence. Yes, these people won't hear a peep out of you. Silence, silence. You're getting to a place where you don't even feel like you have to explain yourself. You don't even feel like you got to explain yourself. You feel like I said what I said, or I didn't say anything at all. I picked up and left, and I don't owe anybody an explanation. And to be honest with you, you don't. You don't. Anytime somebody pushes you to a place where you feel like you're in a position that you have to protect yourself, that'll be like somebody, like say that woman that just came up to my car. Say she came up to me in an aggressive way where she was clearly about to attack me. And instead of allowing her to attack me, I start getting myself ready to defend myself. But instead of just going in and doing what I need to do, I start explaining to her like, I'm about to hurt you because this is not right. You shouldn't come over here and try to hurt me. If she wanted to come over here and hurt me and I decide to react like that, I'll be hurt. By the time I'm done telling her why I'm going to do what I'm going to do, you ain't got to do that. You want to have a conversation with these people so what? They can gaslight you? Conversation for what? So that they can manipulate your words and turn them against you? They've been doing that your whole life. You already know what to expect from a lot of these people. Your overall energies is the Eight of Pentacles. You guys understand that the work that you're doing on yourself is real work. This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is not some trendy thing I'm doing that I saw on TikTok. No, this is about me getting closer to the heavens. And nothing's going to stop me from that. This is about me walking in my divine purpose. And nobody can assist me with that. None of these outside people can assist me with that. I have to do that for myself. You got the Two of Wands. Yeah, you're making a choice. The Two of Wands is about choosing between two different paths. You're recognizing for the first time in your life, I literally have to choose a path. I can't choose both paths. I can't just walk straight. I am finally at a place in my life where I cannot just go straight. I have to either go left or I go right. If I go left, I'm choosing everybody else. If I go right, I choose me. And a lot of you all are choosing yourself. What is perspective? Why is that here? Ooh, Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness. So there were people in your life who were liars, cheaters, thieves, you name it, manipulators, narcissists, sociopaths, not even capable of loving you the way that you love them. They're not even capable of it. And that has nothing to do with you. And it's none of your business. You get what I'm saying? Once I find out that, it's as simple as going to the store and them telling you, ma'am, we don't carry that. You don't sit up and question, well, why don't you carry it? No, you walk out the store and you manage your business and you go find somebody that's got what you want, right? Same difference. With this Seven of Swords reversed, you are finally seeing that these people that you kept around for so long, they were never no good. They were never no good. You just couldn't see it until now. It's not that they were good back then and now they're rotten. No, they were never no good. They always meant you no good. From the very start. More on perspective. All right. Judgment. You're making the choice. You're making the choice to see these people for who they are. Sometimes it's not that we don't see it, it's that we choose not to see it because of love, because of dedication, because of loyalty, because of duty, because of responsibility, or simply because of indoctrination. I've been taught all my life this is who I'm supposed to be, this is what I'm supposed to do. And so we ignore the red flags. We ignore our intuition. We ignore, and we ignore. We make that choice to ignore. You're making the choice to acknowledge and not to ignore. They say ignorance is bliss, but is it really? Is it really? Hmm? Hmm? Is ignorance really bliss? If my naivety allowed someone to break my heart over and over again, is ignorance really bliss? Tell me what's up, because I move around real quick. Memories. Why is memories here? The Eight of Wands reverse. Yeah, you guys are cutting off communication for some of y'all. Y'all gonna be blocking somebody. There's some kind of family dynamic. There's some kind of family dynamic. And it's gonna feel like it broke your family. Like something, like there's a break. And you're going to be just saying sayonara. Like, it doesn't mean that you don't love this person no more. It doesn't mean that you don't care for this person anymore, but you're choosing you. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. Why is that here, Spirit? Whoa. Oh. The Nine of Swords. Oh. And the Three of Swords. So this is about sleepless nights. This is about heartbreak. This is about, man, with this divine feminine energy, this is your intuition calling out to you, trying to be better, trying to get you to do better and do more with your circumstances, with your situation, encouraging you that you can walk away from this and still be whole. Okay. What advice do you have for my air signs? What advice do you have for my air signs? The Fool and the Sun. This is your advice is to have a new beginning and to be happy about this new beginning, to be positive, to have a positive outlook, to be enthusiastic, to get excited about this new beginning, because this new beginning is the beginning of the rest of your life, or at least your next 9-year cycle. This is the beginning of a new life for you. What's the overall outcome for my air signs? Three of Cups. So you guys will be reuniting with friends. That's going to help you gain some perspective. And then the Four of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so you're choosing to go where people celebrate you. The Three of Cups is also a card of celebration. You're choosing to be around the people that celebrate you, and the people who don't serve you. They don't love you. They don't love on you. You're leaving them behind. And congratulations. Congratulations, because this is graduation season, and I'm telling you, this is giving me heavy graduation energy. It's just not a graduation that anybody else can see. Only you can see, because this is a spiritual transformation that's taking place in your life, and you're so lucky. You're so lucky to have made it through all the things that you've made it through, and to have made it to this point right here, because you're at a pivotal point in your life. This is the point in your life where everything changes, but it changes for the better. And you made it. You made it. A lot of people don't make it here. So pat yourself on the back. All right, air signs, my Libras, my Geminis, my Aquariuses. I am so glad that I was able to get this reading out to you, even though it got dark. You know what I'm saying? We got the lights going and everything. I will see you guys on the next one. If you guys can like, share, and subscribe, that will help my channel so much. I will see you guys next time. I hope this reading helped.